Do it. Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Herbo Tea Thursday. Herbo Tea Thursday, y'all. It's the Wellness Live series. Wellness Live series, y'all. It's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Giovanni. I help those with endometriosis and polycystic ovarian syndrome reduce chronic pain, eliminate stress, and minimize irregular or heavy periods through my M to the third degree healing empowerment formula, mindset, mindful eating, and movement. Y'all, episode 49 of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast dropped yesterday. Shireen, how you feeling?
Girl, I'm tired. Whew. It is your girl, Shireen Simon. I'm tired. But I'm the founder of blackprint.com, the host of Voices and Vibes podcast, and the owner of this beautiful studio that I'm in that needs to be reorganized, and it's Perspective Studio Productions. But we've been busy. We've been out in these streets, and because of that, we got chaos and like chaos. And we're about to go out in the streets. Giovanni and I are filming early today, early, because we wanted to show up for you. Even though we got other things going on, we want to be here so that when you get here and you're like, what time are they going live? Oh, wait, they already went live. We want you to know that we are here. We care about you. And we're here to chat it up, but we want you to get in here.
Come on through. If this is your first time joining us, welcome.
Bam.
Welcome.
Now, we're normally drinking on tea, but we see Giovanni. I can guess what you're drinking. I am
alkaline water with some lime juice. I did a whole lime in here.
Lovely. And I am drinking cranberry raspberry juice.
Cranberry raspberry juice?
Cran raspberry. That's what it's called. Cran raspberry.
That sounds quite delicious. I never had cran raspberry before.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Well, I'm with it. Check us in. I'm gonna eat a little watermelon too.
I do have a little check-in here.
Check us in. Check us in. Y'all, make sure that you are following both of our YouTube channels. If you're watching on Facebook, we do stream live on Facebook as well. So we appreciate our Facebook viewers, but make sure you slide over. The links are in the description of the video for both of our YouTube channels. So please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you always know when we're going live. You get those notifications, especially when you're already on the app. And we really, really appreciate that support.
Absolutely. So our check-in card one popped right on out because it knows that we got things to do. So this one is level 2 relation. And this one actually says, how can you show up more for the people in your life? Which is an interesting question. Because I swear last week I was like, I'm all about that business. Although today is one of my good friend's birthday. And the most important thing I did today was celebrate her with a lovely brunch with her and her mom and her daughter. So how can I show up? How can you show up more for the people in your life? I will answer based off of what we did today. And it's like whether it falls on the day of or you find another time, just try to be there for someone, whether someone that is important in your life, whether it's just listening, whether it's celebrating them. It's actually kind of been the theme of this week, actually, because I've been building a new relationship, and it's a business relationship, but we've been speaking very openly and authentically, and it's great. And that has been the sentiments, like, that, they've been saying they're so grateful for me because I'm pouring into them. And I was like, I'm just talking. We're just talking. But then I kind of thought about it and I remember saying like, I have literally prayed for the days to have someone to talk to from a business aspect. And so from a business side, just showing up for somebody is great, but also from a friendship side, from a friend side. And now I have multiple people because I have my accountability girls. I have new business relationships that are expanding into more personal relationships. I got a call this week and being invited to something that's happening in like November, December. And one of the first people they thought of that they want to have involved was me. And it's because we've been fostering these friendships, right? And sometimes you don't say friendship that easily or that like it takes time, but we've been fostering, I'm going to say the relationships where they're becoming more than just business relationships. So for me, showing up is just being there, whether it's in air or it's in person to celebrate. However, I need to show up for them. All right, Giovanni, your turn. Sorry if I took long.
Your question was, how do you show up for other people?
How can you show up more? Our question. How can you show up more for the people in your life?
I think when you first said it, the first thought came up with, I have to show up for myself. So if I'm not showing up for me, I'm unable to make the time, create the proper balance and boundaries in order to effectively show up. And I think it's showing up, like you said, with intention to foster relationships, be able to be full and present when you're with those people so you're able to pour into them. And so I'm gonna have to say first by showing up for me, because if I can accurately and effectively show up for me, it's going to naturally allow me to show up for other people whenever they align and go through my day, or how they kind of just show up in seasons, or challenges, or even events. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with how I can show up, is just showing up for myself more. I like it.
I hear you. I hear. Well, we are zooming through today, just because it's getting to that time where we have multiple commitments, and it's a wonderful thing, right? But we do want to come on in here because we're trying to stay motivated. We're trying to stay motivated. We want to get in here and have this real talk.
We are about to have this real talk, but y'all just tell us about your wellness wins and answer the check-in question. We want you to check in too. So how can you show up more for other people? Make sure you drop that in the comments whenever you're watching this, whether you're watching it live or later. Put yours in there. And now we want to know your wellness win. Tell us your wellness win for this week.
Yeah.
Your wellness win for this week. Shireen, what you got?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd respond first, so I have time to think.
Wellness win for the week. Even though I struggled to get up this morning, me and Spencer still did our mindful morning walk. I mean, we got in like 3.6 miles. The sidewalk is being constructed on one side, so we're not able to do our normal all the way up for 2, back for 2. So we've been getting like 3.6, 3.7 miles every morning. I've been struggling to want to just get up and move sometimes, but I have not stopped. I just get my clothes on, get my shoes on, get Spencer ready, and we're out there doing it. Yesterday, my mom actually joined us for the walk, so that was good. Spencer enjoyed that, having both of us on the walk. But I'm going to say last week and this week, every weekday, Monday through Friday, me and Spencer have back on the grind, getting in our morning walk. And that helps me, one, with reducing stress, because I'm able to release endorphins. I haven't been doing any music, so I'm able to hear my thoughts and know what is coming to my mind, or what it is that I want to do, accomplish, who I'm thinking about, who I would like to help, how to navigate through obstacles, and create a plan for myself. So it's been helping me mentally and emotionally, as well as physically, of course, being able to move my body. And so I like being able to start my day off like that. So I do feel alert and ready to tackle the day, no matter what obstacles, challenges that arrive. I'm able to be present and full because I showed up for me first before anything else happens. What you got, Shireen?
I don't know. I grinded this week on one day so I can get some stuff done. So I purposely did not. I took a nap in between. I woke up. I worked all day I woke up. I showered. I sat down in front of my computer and I worked. And then I took a nap. And then I got up and I worked straight till 6 a.m. Straight. I took a nap from 5:30 p.m. to 7:13 to be exact. And then when I woke up at 7:13, I drank some more water and I grinded it out. And I worked right up until 6 a.m. to get it done. Done. And it's probably why I'm feeling a bit tired today. It was yesterday. I think that was. So I did go to bed I don't know what time I went to bed yesterday because I kind of just fell asleep at some point when I went home. Yeah, because when I woke up today, I was like, oh, damn. When did I go? Damn. So I don't know what my wellness win is for the week. I didn't get my meditation in. I got none.
Okay.
Okay, I got one.
Okay. It took a minute. I'm all for it.
Yeah, it took a minute. I have been forgetting to eat, but when I do remember to eat, we get there. I buy a salad. I get a salad. So around 3 p.m. every day is when I usually start questioning, wait, did I eat? And at that point, I call next door and they hook me up with a salad. And last week I did that as well. Well, yeah, like last week I ate a lot of salads. And it was at 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock is the time where if I have not had anything besides like a coffee and water, at 3 o'clock is when my body starts going, you plan to feed us? And I try to just get a salad at that point.
All right. I like it. What type of salad do you typically get?
I've been eating a lot of Greek salads. Right. I like the Mediterranean salads. I love the olives and everything like that. Yesterday I did have a Caesar salad and I don't eat bacon. So it's just a Caesar salad and it has like grilled chicken on it. But I wanted just to try, not to try, but just to taste something different.
Gotcha.
And then sometimes I will have, there's a salad place that I go to or that I order, but I went there last week intentionally just so I can get out of being behind the computer a bit. And I drove there and I didn't realize that the salad place that has the quinoa and the avocado and the chicken and all of that great stuff that I love, it's a Black-owned salad place. I had no idea. Yeah. So
let me get this correct. It is day 151 on my high raw journey. So 151 days ago, you got this salad from this Black-owned restaurant.
It was
that
from
you
them.
Absolutely enjoyed, and you just found out yesterday?
Last week at some point.
Last week, around 140 something days later, that it was a Black-owned restaurant.
Is that when I had the salad?
Absolutely love it. Yeah, it was 142 days for me on Tuesday. And so I love that. Congratulations.
It only took 150 something days for me to get there in person to find out that they were.
It's all good. So y'all, we are trying to stay motivated right now. Why are we trying to stay motivated, Shireen? What you got?
So we can make that schmoney. Listen, when you have a purpose, you're doing your purpose, but you do deserve to be compensated, especially if it's going to be your livelihood, right? And we get tired, and sometimes you get discouraged because you're doing it and maybe you're not seeing the return right away, right? Especially when you're putting in that work. And so, yeah, but you know what? I got a call today from a past life, and the past life was corporate. And I got a call today.
I was like, you
past life
for a reason.
Oh no,
I don't know if the people know. I'm listening.
Yeah. No, and it was somebody that I hired that was on my team that I hired, and so she called to say what up, and she's like, Shireen, this entrepreneurship looks good on you. And she's like, do you ever think of? And I'm like, no. Like I see the jobs from LinkedIn come into my inbox. And actually speaking to her was a bit motivating because I worked in tech and I worked in product and I implement on websites and stuff like that. And this week I've actually had a lot of product implementation conversations with potential clients and with a client. And I was telling her that I was talking about pricing, and one of my friends said, "Oh, check the pricing on Fiverr." And I said, "I would never check on Fiverr because Fiverr's not going to offer what I'm going to do." And so I gave a price, even though I had a price in my head. And I'm like, but I would have never charged that. And I go, the crazy thing is, I would have got paid well over 6 figures to do this. And she's like, well, why the hell would you do it for less than that? And, or even if it's not that amount, because, you know, these businesses can't afford that amount, at least the figure that you said. And I said, it's funny because I'm about to read this documentation. She goes, documentation? You know, and she mentioned the developer that we were. If the developer reads that documentation, he's going to say it's a half a day work. I'm like, I know, it's so true. So here I am out here in these entrepreneur streets, not charging the damn charge, but I have like 20 years behind me and 10 years specifically in this field for this. So it was a bit motivating for how to move going forward. I'm going to give those price tags because the price tag is going to come with a lot that Shireen will do, which is over and above what you'll get from Fiverr. So that was actually motivating. And I had another conversation with a potential client, and they had said that they tend to do something, and it might not be a potential client, but they were just talking about how they prefer to hire somebody, right? And I said, they said they'd rather just throw money at it, right? And it's funny because if you went to a company and you threw money on it, usually I'm on the other side. It's me on the other side, right? So it's me assessing what you need. So even if I'm on this side of the pendulum or something, I don't know what to say, this side of the tracks, this side of whatever, I'm on the entrepreneurship as opposed to the corporate, I still need to charge the price, right? You might not get the corporate price, but you're going to still get that corporate results because it's me. So that was definitely motivating.
I like that. I like that you were able to get that type of motivation. One, I'm glad that she sees you doing what you're doing. She believes that entrepreneurship looks good on you because
And
everyone from the outside looking in, they don't understand what all you're going through. They don't understand the sacrifices you're making. They don't know how much you're really bringing in. They don't know, all of the ins and outs and the struggles. It correct. But I'm so glad that you embraced it wholeheartedly and with an open mind, and you allowed everything that you learned from the corporate life and all your other past experiences, and it's been able to really help you flourish. And when you talk about pricing, I know pricing is always a tricky thing. And it's because, one, it's really hard to put a price on value, like what you actually value, because what you value might not be what someone else values, and how you're creative and your perspective on things is not going to be what somebody else might be able to provide. And so that's always, is it a objective or subjective? Pricing is always
it's subjective. It's subjective.
It's a subjective thing. And some people like to say, oh, they price too much for this, or they charge too much for that. It shouldn't cost too much for this. You get me, and there's no price on me. Ultimately, but this price, I heard someone say, pricing is based on the outcome, and still that's subjective, because what that outcome gets from being able to have that experience with you, or that product, that service, whatever it is, that outcome still comes with a different value for you, because what does this outcome now set you up for? What are you able to now make or invest in or be able to build off of this result that you were able to
bam.
still only a fraction of the price that you're going to be able to get far along in the future after the work that I've been able to do. And so I think that's why sometimes people on the outside or the superficial level who might not be on the entrepreneurship side dig a little bit deeper when people's price is their price. And at the end of the day, either you're going to pay it or you're not. That's your decision to make. I'm either here to provide the service and the product, or I won't be if you're unable to do that price. So I feel you on trying to stay motivated and navigating through the different aspects of your entrepreneurship journey and the different ecosystems you've created for yourself within that entrepreneurship journey. So go, girl. I think for me, when it comes to trying to stay motivated, it's I always get a little hesitant about what I have to offer because I feel like there's so many people I know I could be helping. I know there's so many people that could benefit from a transformation. Just allowing me to support them on their healing journey, supporting them with adopting healthy habits and lifestyle changes, supporting them with minimizing pain, supporting them on being able to support other people that they know need to live healthier lifestyles through movement, through mindful eating, and through mindset, managing stress and showing up and just loving yourself a little bit more. And I don't know if I articulated the best to relay what it is I can help them with, what that value proposition looks like regularly. But I also realized that doing the research, everything that I have created, all of the products that I have created, the conversations that I've had for 49 episodes, all of those things are valuable. All of those things speak to helping people with endometriosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, fibroids, adenomyosis to start changing their lifestyle, to reduce the pain, to balance hormones, to live a more vibrant life. Like the research is showing all of those different things align. And so what's having me to have to like stay motivated is really like nobody's biting yet. Yeah, everybody's leaving. No one's like really saying, well, I wouldn't say no one. I've had some people, I've had coaching clients before, but it's slow and steady. And it's like, okay, I have to continue to build and increase my reach in order for someone to say, oh, I hear you. I see you. I like what you're doing. I want to vibe with you. I want to get these results. I value these things to help me along the way. I want you to empower me. Because I have so many things. It's like, y'all, I got it for you. Come get it. Come get it. And over time, I've been giving a lot of stuff out for free just because I want to help people and I want to see how beneficial those opportunities, those products, those services have helped other people. And so sometimes I lack that motivation because it's like, y'all, I see it in Facebook groups. I see it on Instagram stories. You're talking about your struggles. You're talking about your problems and your pain points. Let's explore these different options. I got options for you. Research, scientific based. Let's do the doggone thing. Let's go for it. And so many people, Shireen, say, I've tried all the things. I've tried everything and nothing has helped.
Nothing
and
works.
it's like, no, you haven't tried everything. And then what you have tried, how long did you try that
I was just going to say, because sometimes it's not that you're doing the wrong thing. You just need to give it some time.
A lot of times, sometimes, because you have to also realize your body has been accustomed to living a certain way for years, 20 years, 30 years, and you're trying to do something different and you try it for 1 month, 2 months, maybe 3 months, and then say, oh, this doesn't work for me. You did a minuscule aspect of trying to change something and tell your body, hey, I want us to do something differently. Hey, I want to love you differently. Hey, I want to get in alignment with you through the different phases of the cycle. Hey, I want to get in alignment with you with where you are in life right now today. And you do that by showing up and making different decisions for yourself. And I don't believe that everyone is doing that is complaining of still being in pain, not being able to live vibrantly and have an improved quality of life. Because there's just no cure for certain things doesn't mean that you still can't live a vibrant life and reverse and minimize symptoms. And so it's hard to stay motivated out here.
I was just going to ask you. So, okay. So, I mean, I know we're very limited on time today. But how, I guess, okay. So how about I give you a suggestion and you give me a suggestion?
Okay.
Well, I mean, we're talking about staying motivated, right?
Suggestion, Shireen, continue to be in places that you know will be valuable for your business.
If you know how I don't even want to go tonight.
i.e., you didn't want to attend an event.
I still don't want to go.
that is going to have a lot of different parents and kids in this environment, and
It's
you have
awareness, brand awareness.
a workshop that you're planning to target kids. You've never did anything to target that population. This is not a place that you can not go to. You cannot afford to not be in a place where you can get yourself in front of potential people that will benefit from coming to your camps, your workshops, and experiencing everything that you have to offer at Perspective Studio Productions. So, Shireen, continue to go in the streets. The streets is what has allowed you to be successful thus far. It's allowed you to build relationships with other people, other studio owners. It's allowed you to be seen. It's allowed you to get into on the street interviewing in front of other people's audiences. It's allowed you to be in a place where you see what different organizations are thriving within certain age groups within your space. If you're not outside, then no one's going to be able to see you, feel you, vibe with you, and benefit from the things that you have. No one's going to be inside your house or inside your studio already saying, hey, so what we going to do? What you got to offer? So the people are on the outside. So even when you're tired, even when you feel like it might not be an event for you, make sure you identify the best intentions for where it is that you plan to go for your business. What your goals say you want to accomplish. How does this align? And if it doesn't align, take your time, rest, do what you need to do. Always find that balance, but be outside because you need those people outside. They have to be outside in order to pull up to Perspective Studios.
Okay, my turn. Thank you.
Welcome.
Received. Even though I want to be inside. And I am a little hermit. I am a hermit. For you, Giovanni, speak their language. So when you tell your story, speak their language. Instead of focusing on all the factual benefits, speak the language of your journey, right? And I think that's the language that will tap into relation, right? Because everybody's given the solution. But sometimes you need to be like, yeah, I experienced that. Or I didn't realize it was like that for other people too, right? So speak their language a little bit more as opposed to just your language of all the factual, right? Because and you are a teacher, you have that background, so you will teach. But when you were going through it, it was like, damn, I just got this pain on my left side and I don't even know what the hell that pain is. Or I just had this heavy period and this, like, so somebody else would be like, I have that heavy period too. Or I had this symptom too. Or, and when you talk about the symptom, talk about, I had this symptom and I hated it. And I still have this symptom, but it's a little lighter. So that's the person on the other end that's watching and listening, because they're always watching and listening, whether or not they're engaging. Can be like, let me tap in a little bit more because I do go through that as well. And I like that she addresses things that I could relate to, or somebody else is like, wait, I heard my sister talk about that. I heard my cousin, my aunt, my who. So just speak their language. And your people will come to you. Giovanni's talking to her people right now, but those are not the people I'm talking about. So
nah, don't do that. I receive all of that. That does simplify things for me, Sheree. And it made the first thing that came to mind while you're shuffling those cards, so we can go ahead and close it out. Was when I'm at a new space. I'm in a high school now, and I was talking to one of the students that came in, and I was just like, yo, painful periods, painful bowel movements. Like, have you? She was like, yes. And then the sharp pain down my leg. And so when you said that, it made me think about like how I just had that conversation with her, and I was like, okay, that pain is not normal. And I just want to be able to continue to highlight what's not normal when it comes to stuff. But I don't want to get into a place to say, oh, because you're experiencing this, it's this, that, and the fourth, because the body is so complex. So I don't want to say it might be this, that, and the fourth, but I can say, like you said, this could potentially help reduce the pain that you're having or minimize it, not necessarily take it all away.
Yeah.
But there's
How
so
you
many
say
different
it.
things there's so many different things that in our lifestyle that contribute to the pain that we consistently be in. And sometimes it's us that causes the pain and the not so great parts of life that we really want to enjoy, thinking that it's somebody else or looking for some other answers when sometimes the answer is really within you. So I like that. I appreciate that, Shireen. So what we got?
We got the word grace, which is my word for the year. And we got the word grace. And it says, you are learning to give yourself grace. And I think my interpretation of this is every part of our entrepreneur journey may seem and look different. And we're going to reach different levels and celebrate things. But sometimes we also need to remind ourselves to give ourselves grace when we need it in whatever space or however it looks. So for me, it could be give myself grace when it comes to working my ass and doing doing straight hours and hours and hours of work. Or, I am learning a new career, a new part of my, like, this is completely different from what I was doing before, but other aspects, as you said, from my previous life feeds into this, and that's how I make my money too, right? Um, so, but I need to give myself grace as I'm learning. And we are learning one thing I do love. We're learning how to make money. We're learning self-sufficiency here, right? So give ourselves grace in however it looks for us. You want to add on to that, hun?
In regards to motivated, because we're saying we trying to stay motivated,
Mm-hmm.
give ourselves grace, like you said, with the process. Building sustainable, strong businesses take a strong foundation. And so what you typically see on social media, or what you see for other people in regards to their level of success or how far they've gone thus far in their business, you never saw them from the beginning. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times it takes years to get there. And so, depending on where you are, stay motivated, stay focused, continue to be intentional, but definitely give yourself grace to know that it's a process for good things that have a true impact when you're building legacies and knowing that you're putting all you got into whatever it is that you're doing. And so I would just say continue to give yourself grace because you're evolving. And as you evolve, the things you invest in, people, spaces, businesses, entrepreneurship journeys, they're going to grow and evolve as well. And so I would just say give yourself grace, but stay motivated because this thing
Absolutely.
is a journey and not a destination.
And I'm gonna say, go make that shmoney.
Okay. Because the shmoney is coming if it's not already there.
Listen, what you seek is what you seeking is seeking you. What you are seeking is seeking you. You seeking that shmoney. That shmoney is like, where you at? Where you at? Let me give you some. Let me give you some.
Yeah, in the description of this video are some more valuable links. You can get products to help you with those painful periods, as well as merchandise to support forward vibrations. Also, there's a link about community. I am looking forward to launching the community, the Wellness Empowerment Network next month. I would love to get your interest and see if you are interested in being a part of the community because we get all into accountability, experts coming in monthly to talk that talk, as well as book clubs. Those are just some of the things we've heard that people want so far, but click that link, give us some interest of what you're looking for in a community that wants to continue to evolve and build healthy habits and lifestyle changes. That M to the Third Degree Healing Empowerment Guide will not be free for long. It aligns with the phases of the cycle. Y'all get that freebie before it's no longer there for the free. Because I was just told to get that shmoney, honey. And y'all, make sure that you are following the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast on all podcast distribution platforms. But on your favorite one, I need to make sure you follow it and then rate it. I would love a 5-star rating, but be honest. Make sure you get in a rating on the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. Y'all, thanks for vibing with me. Shireen, what you got?
All right. I'm going to tell you, just follow 2 pages. Just follow my YouTube, Black Print Com. We get some stuff out there eventually. I was going to say some shit, but whatever. We'll get some stuff out there eventually. And follow Perspective Studio Productions on Insta. All right. Then you're going to see what we're trying to get out there. That's all I'm going to tell you. You want to go over there and read things, see other things, do that. There's some sites there. There's some links there. 2 simple things. Black Print Com, that's the YouTube channel. That's where you'll see all the glory. Perspective Studio Productions. That's where you'll see the other glory on Insta. All right. Love yous. What else? That's it?
That's all, y'all. Don't forget to drop your comments. We love y'all. We thank y'all. But most importantly, thanks for vibing with us and being a part of our community.
Yeah.